1, we are recording, and we'll start streaming in 5, 4, 3.
Hello, heroes, and welcome to the One Shot Podcast Twitch stream. I am your host and game master, and tonight we welcome you back into the Dungeon Dome. We have a great match for you guys. It is going to be the Ladies' Disdain
Woo woo!
and the Nothing.
The Nothing
Versus a Monster. We're going to get into that in a little bit, but it does mean these two bitter rivals are going to be, hopefully, collaborating on this match.
Yes!
They're not that bad.
Before we get to the match and talk a little bit about the changes in the mechanics that have happened, I want to introduce the players. First up, we have Aly Grauer.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be back.
Aly, do you have any plugs for the stream?
Just the usual what ho for Warda every Tuesday here on the One Shot Twitch stream. We have a live stream actual play of our original fantasy world that we've created, me and Drew. It's an Edwardian fantasy. It's a mixture of Game of Thrones and Downton Abbey, and it's a great time.
Awesome. And with Aly on the Ladies' Disdain is Kate Booth.
Hi!
Kate, what plugs do you have?
I'm also going to shout out to Warda because I play Gretty Bushelcroft on Warda Curiosities.
What a British name.
She's very...
The most fun.
She's like Scottish or Welsh.
Yeah, we don't know. She's Warda. She's a brownie.
Combo, yeah.
I'm also going to do a shout out to Locked Into Vacancy Entertainment, which you can listen to our podcast on iTunes. We're a recorded radio show, serial podcast, and we've got our upcoming show this Sunday evening, 6:30 p.m. at Uptown Underground in Chicago, Illinois.
Ooh. Yeah, check out those live podcast shows. Next up, we have The Nothing.
The Nothing.
And the first one on that team is Drew Mierzejewski. Drew.
Hi, everyone. Hi, James.
Drew, do you have plugs for me? You know I need plugs.
I was going to give a woohoo to Warda as well, but there's been so many woohoos.
Well, we can woohoo Warda because Warda is not just a stream that we have, but it's also a Patreon.
It's also a Patreon.
And
Yes,
a podcast.
we also have a Patreon and a podcast as well. So if you're not caught up with Warda, you can always go to, is it Simplecast? Is it?
Yeah, you can go to bit.ly/W Warda, capital P podcast.
And you can listen to everything we've had so far. And it's also on Patreon. Come in, join with us at Warda and do the Patreon. At the $3 mark, you get our weekly plot twist quiz where you can jump in and be like, oh, I'd like this to happen this time. Oh. And at 10, you can make a character and become canon for Warda. So
wow,
there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, and I believe you guys are very close to releasing a T-shirt design.
We are.
Really?
So
we are
close.
very
A T-shirt?
Yes.
We're very close. We are.
I love t-shirts.
The Patreon.
I wear them all the time!
The Patreon currently lists our next milestone at $300 because we want to release our previous archival footage of Winds of Change, which is the first game we ever played in Warda, which Kate and Bill are both a part of. But we sort of created a mini benchmark here. When we get to $200 a month, which we're almost there, we're going to drop a t-shirt design.
Yeah. So they are I think basically $20 away
It's
from
like
that.
very
It's
close.
really
Yeah,
close.
so close.
So if you've been on the fence and if you want a little bit of Warda to take home with you and wear on your body, be sure to check that out.
Wear it on your body.
Next up, we got Bill.
Hey, I also Warda is awesome. I've been playing Griffin Hood in that for a while. Those of you who watched it, he's a fun character. Otherwise, opening this Sunday at 2 p.m. and the next for the next 4 Sundays at 2 p.m. at Gorilla Tango Theater, I'm putting on a production of 27 Wagons Full of Cotton by Tennessee Williams. I'm playing a role in that, and it's
Nice, lighthearted.
yeah, but it only runs about 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, so it's a quick little fun jaunt, and it's the company's inaugural production too, so we'd really love some support.
27
Awesome.
wagons full of cotton, also known as 47 minutes of feeling.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of feeling.
It's gonna be heavy.
Yeah, I'm a
Amazing.
terrible person. If you guys want to see me play a terrible person,
Well, speaking of
Come
heavy
see it.
feelings, we had some heavy feelings flying back and forth
Hey.
in the last match with you guys.
So many.
But tonight's match is a monster match. That means the
A monster match!
Monster match!
God, and we like followed through on supporting that pun so hard last time, and fellas, we don't have anything that lines up as deep this time. However, we do have a monster match, which means both teams are theoretically going to be working together towards a common goal.
yes.
They're going to be set up against two monsters this evening, devised by our backers on Kickstarter. There are two backers who custom collaborated with me on these monsters to bring them to you. So I'm very excited about them. I know they happen to be very tough, and that no single team would be able to defeat them on their own.
Accepted.
Meaning that they will need to work together if they want to survive. Of course, that is not the only thing that's changed. We are also playing with the inspiration and audience participation mechanics.
Yay.
If you were a Dungeon Dome backer, you got an update about this today, but I do want to point out just to the rest of the stream who might have missed that, what's going on. As always, you can spend 100 bits in order to confer inspiration onto the Dungeon Dome fighter of your choice. And you can do that at any time. We have some new options for you. For 1,000 bits, you can turn any attack or anything. Ooh, inspiration for everyone!
Thank you,
Everybody's
Gateway.
going to be starting this match with one point of inspiration. For 1,000 bits, you can turn any attack or action into a critical action.
Whoa.
That means I will be adding one of the effects sent in by our backers on our little critical packet here. It will not double damage like normal criticals. It will just add those critical effects to it. So it's a way to make attack a little bit more meaningful and have more fun. For 1,500 bits, oh my goodness, Glottis and Areo, what a pair! For 1,500 bits, at any time during the match, you will be able to summon a skeleton and put it into the arena.
Oh, that's awesome.
Those skeletons will be controlled by me. They will have the skeleton names submitted by our backers.
Are they good skeletons or bad skeletons?
Well, they're skeletons.
Great.
Yay.
And all right, yeah, we're charging up here. And finally, the rerolls. Like we did in previous streams, 500 bits will buy a reroll. If you want to re-roll it again, that will take 1,000 bits. And to re-roll it a third time, that is 2,000 bits. Then we cut it off. No more re-rolls so that we don't get stuck on a single roll for the whole game.
Although that was pretty fun when it
It
happened.
was super fun, and I'm glad that it happened once.
We don't need it again.
Yeah, we don't need it again. Also, the inspiration spending, they can spend inspiration to give themselves advantage, which does allow them to re-roll and take the higher roll. 200 to the ladies' disdain.
Wow, I'm full.
Well, we get 5.
I'm full. That puts me at 5. One
I'll
for
take
each.
it.
All right.
Oh, no, wait. You've got one.
This would bring
This
me to
would
5.
make you...
Oh, bring you to 5. Okay.
All right, so then I'm at 3.
That's amazing.
All right. So they can use it to give themselves advantage, which does allow a reroll. However, they cannot keep
no, I
spending them on rerolls. But that is okay because they have a lot of new ways to spend their inspiration. They can spend it on signature moves. I'm not going to bother going through the whole list, but each fighter has in front of them a menu of special moves that they can do, special modifications that they can make to their moves. So hopefully we're going to see a lot more signature moves come out in this match. They also have, just like other interesting things they can do with inspiration, for instance, spending 2 inspiration.
Subscribed.
Yay!
Ooh. Thanks, sub. Spending 2 inspiration. Thank you very much for the sub. Spending 2 inspiration will allow them to re-roll the way we have been re-rolling. So essentially, I just doubled the cost there to see if we could keep things in check a little bit, especially with how valuable it's going to be in special attacks. And 4 inspiration will allow them to take a dash action in addition to doing their attack. That won't be legal during all matches, but we're going to see how it works during this one.
A question.
Finally, yes.
Oh, attack of opportunity. Can they use the dash action to avoid one?
Ooh. Yeah. I mean,
cool.
sure. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Cool.
That's great.
Yeah,
And I do want to point this out. Currently, Twitch is partnering with Extra Life for a charity event. Every bit that you give to us on the stream is going to generate money for the Extra Life charity that supports children, primarily with cancer, who are battling cancer. So if you are thinking like, I kind of want to give bits, I'm not sure if I should or could, tonight's a really great night to do it because not only are you supporting us, but you are supporting a charity, and it's fighting cancer for kids. You cannot get better than that, I think, in terms of charity. So those are the mechanical changes that have happened. Now, I think it is time for our Dungeon Dome combatants to enter the arena. Yes. They can start anywhere in this box. And I believe the ladies Disdain are going first. I realized I need to get miniatures for my monsters. So I'm going to do that while the ladies go through their introduction.
Cool.
Can I go second?
Yes, you can go second.
Okay.
I know you're very excited to work with them.
I'm very excited about it, yeah.
Okay. So, Belan Territrix is first to enter the dome. And there is a rumbling of drums from within the stadium all over. There are fans with drums. There are other spectators with drums. It is thrumming and hearty, and it shakes the bones of everyone sitting in the stands. And then there's an even louder, more deep vibration that comes from something pounding its way towards the center of the stadium. And then there's this flourish of brass trumpets, and through the entrance into the stadium comes... Through the entrance to the stadium, a great pillar of flame erupts, and through this pillar of flame, on the back of Dandelion, the undead skeleton horse, is Belan Territrix, riding with one hand on the bones of the neck and the other hand with her great sword high in the air. She gallops into the arena, does a lap with the sword in the air, and everyone cheers for Dandelion, and then she vaults over Dandelion's head onto the ground in a 3-point landing, and then turns and bows to Dandelion, who throws her head back in clattery, bone-shaking sounds, and then gallops back out of the dome.
Yes!
So, she is there.
Everybody loves Dandelion.
Praise Queen Felicia.
Okay, so in honor of our theme of t-shirts tonight,
It's a theme.
there is the usual, if I may be so bold as to say, upon Belan's entrance, the crowd is once again shooting up teal and blue fireworks, in her colors. And there's some very kind of happy whistling music that plays, and it's very carefree and joyful, and then it switches into like death metal, and it's really heavy and awesome and fierce. And then it goes back to the whistling music, and in strolls from these blinding rainbow lights that come out through the entrance, right, to one of the domes. Through the light comes a figure who's quite tall, and it is Areo Galatea, the Dragonborn Paladin. And she appears to be wearing all of her regular gear, ready for action. Her chainmail is shining and iridescent and glittery, per the norm.
Yes.
However, her upper body is covered with a t-shirt, And it says it looks as though paint has just been put on it because she doesn't really know what fabric paint is. And it just says, "Have you seen these green eyes? Please tell me." And there's this drawing of these beautiful green eyes that are blinking, and they've got lashes, and they just look really sweet and inviting. So she steps out and kind of shows everybody the t-shirt and is like, no, okay, cool, thanks. And she waves at everybody, and then she rips the t-shirt off, and she's in her regular gear, and she takes her place next to Belan. I can't reach all the way over there. Can you,
I
just
her in
perfect.
right next
Belan
to
is shaking her head. Why did you wear the t-shirt? I told you not to wear the t-shirt.
Well, I put all the effort into making it. I thought
You
it was
could have
worth
worn
a
it
shot.
after the match.
Yeah, but they could be watching right now. Green eyes could be in the audience.
Maybe. We'll never know, will we?
I guess not.
All right. I want to turn us over to the Nothing.
Who?
It has to be
So-
said that way every time.
The Nothing.
So, Benjin Direwick is sitting at a table, drinking tea. And behind him, in the air, plays something cello-y, Bach-esque. And he's sitting there drinking his tea. And as he drinks his tea, Claudish is somewhere in the background doing something.
They're not wrong.
Wait for it. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
And as Claudish is behind him and everything, a imp comes in and opens the door and goes, "Sir, we'll be arriving in about 3 minutes." "Thank you." And he takes the tea, finishes it, crushes the cup in his metal hand, drops it, and we go to the middle of the dome, where all of a sudden the ground begins to go white hot and begins to bubble right in the center. And as it bubbles in the center, it explodes, and out from this hole rises the demon train from hell. And it launches itself out of the what?
You just got another.
Inspiration.
You
Got another
did.
inspiration. And it leaps out from this hole and sprays molten earth all over the place as the train rises out and snakes its way around the dome. And when it the whistle goes and it's not choo choo, it's as the screams of the damned are released. And black billowy smoke as the train goes around the dome and circles its way, and then finally ends right in front of Areo and Belan, and they're kind of soot stained and windblown as the train went past them. And the door opens, and there stands Benjin Direwick in full armor as he steps out very calmly and walks down the plank towards you. And he reaches in and pulls out a handkerchief and gives it to you.
Oh, thank you.
And he looks at Belan and goes, and just tosses her one, and then walks past her.
She does not pick it up.
It's my turn.
All right. I believe that
Assign your
brings
spot.
us-
So
Yeah, you gotta take the field, sir.
you have to.
Drew.
Oh, I apologize.
I know people are saying you have great hair, but you still have to take the field.
So, Claudish during the ride was very nervous. He's kind of sitting down, just running through a bunch of scenarios in his head. So, the train comes out of the ground and it's big and it's extravagant and all these things are happening and he sees Benjin get off the train and he realizes he should probably do something also. So he just summons kind of like a cloud of darkness that starts seeping out of the train. And he goes and he walks to the entrance and just some steam blows out of the train there, and he goes and he walks down, and he's doing it slow and dramatic because he understands how important this is. And right as he gets to the bottom step, he sees Areo, and then trips falls face first into the ground, looks up, realizes what's happened, quickly picks himself up, dusts himself off, reaches back into his pockets, and really quickly just like kind of scurries up to Areo, and puts a raw piece of meat at her feet, and then scurries away to somewhere he can hide and just like. I mean, I imagine him on the other side of the wall.
Why don't we just do that right here? Let's move that wall.
Yeah. And so he puts his hands up on the wall and just like looks up to see if she'll accept his gift.
So Areo like looks at Belan and then like looks at the meat again and goes, I want the it was so nice. It was so nice. And she goes to pick it up. And she like takes like a little bite and was like, this is good. Do you want some?
No.
And then she puts the rest in her pack for later.
Claudish is ecstatic.
Is he like inadvertently chirping?
Oh yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
can't
He's
help
got that.
it?
He's got that like raptor chirp going on.
Yeah.
Benji goes over and goes, will you pull yourself together? We got a job to do.
I'm doing my job.
No, you're not. Your soul belongs to the Lord of Hell.
Does it?
Oh my
And
gosh.
as
Yes, it
he
does.
says that, trumpets erupt around the stadium, like piping around, going in circles. The crowd is getting hype. Some people look confused, but start clapping. And then a beam comes down from the sky, just a beam of light. And standing on top of the back of his mount is a knight clad in shining armor. At first, he appears glorious. He's projected across the screen of the Megadome in the middle of the Dungeon Dome, so even those in the cheap seats can see. But as he grows closer to the ground, you start to realize that, he's not really big. I mean, his mount is certainly large and impressive, but it's a halfling. It's a halfling clad in silver shining armor, riding atop the back of a dire corgi. This is, as he is named, Sir Ben. Sir Benoit. And he was named by Soso Sundere, who also
Yay.
provided us with stats for him. I have adjusted them slightly so that he does not tear you all limb from limb. But as soon as Sir Benoit descends from the heavens, he's waving to the crowd to a sort of mix of like just huge celebration and like some booing. All of a sudden, Kazoodle's voice echoes throughout the Dungeon Dome. Wait a minute! Wait 1 second! No! Not you! Not again! You are banned for life! Does nobody understand what that means? And like the stadium is erupting in boos. Oh, boo all you want! Boo all you want! I'm not getting hit by the FCC again!
Boo that, man!
No! The frontier of Centennial Celestials has hit us with enough fines because of this guy's shenanigans. Never again. He was never allowed to be a competitor again. And at this point, another voice echoes through the Dungeon Dome, one quite familiar to Benjin and Claudish. Actually, my client hasn't entered the Dungeon Dome as a champion. Sir Benoit has entered the Dungeon Dome as a monster. When he entered the Dungeon Dome as a monster, he signed a new contract. His banning from the Dungeon Dome was only banning to compete. Monsters don't compete. They merely provide obstacles to champions. Wait, no, not you again! You can't have another client! Sadie! Sadie, get over here! And the PA cuts off. You can hear, like, even with the PA and even with the sound of the crowd, you can hear muffled screaming from Kazoodle in the commissioner's office. And after a few moments, he returns. Well, it appears that we've already taken an entrance fee, and our hands are tied. Sir Benoit will ride again. Let it be known that this match shall go on as planned. It's supposed to be 2 monsters, but I guess he's got the corgi. So that's it. The match will begin. Roll your initiative. So as always, one character will roll for both. Actually, we changed the way this worked. So you're going to add your initiative scores together and roll 1d20.
Want to roll it or do you want me to?
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay.
So mine's a 3. So it's
Mine's
5.
a 2.
James, you want to turn on the GoPro?
Oh, yes, I do.
Who do you want to roll?
Oh,
Okay.
And oh gosh, I can't.
Nice.
Oh no, it's a 6 plus 3 is 9.
ooh.
It's not great.
Nope.
It's okay.
Gives
got
us
a
time to
We
plan.
got a 6.
We got a 6, so it's okay. You'll go first.
Oh, James, the chat has also been asking repeatedly if they can buff the monster. with
Oh.
hits.
Yes!
Yes, absolutely you can buff the monster.
Oh no. Well, the corgi has an inspiration die.
Nice seeing you guys. Nice seeing you guys. There you
It
are.
works
There you are.
this time. It might not always work, so why try again?
What's going on?
It's just coming in black.
Oh. Oh, I see.
I was trying to be sneaky and subtle.
Yeah, the cord just fell out.
Yeah.
Me?
No.
See if that one works. So
black.
the ladies'
There we go.
disdain had 9, the nothing had 7.
6.
6.
6.
And the monster has rolled a natural 1.
That's what we rolled.
Oh no!
Thanks, Bill.
Oh, the monster rolled a 5.
Okay, it's still gonna beat us, but oh no, there's another one. Wait, is that another one? Yeah.
Corgi's got another inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 inspiration for the corgi.
Total.
All right, I think it might be us
It's
against the chat.
okay. Oh no, us against the chat sounds horrible. We love the chat though.
So Jordan's not here tonight.
I'm in trouble. Oh, there's another one for Benoit.
There's one from Benoit.
I do love halflings.
Everybody
That's
loves
understandable. Hashtag say no more.
Benoit. Okay. So with that, we have initiative rolled, and it looks like the winner of initiative is the ladies' disdain.
Oh,
Wow!
Awesome.
Cool.
So, you are free to go first.
Yeah.
So, previously these green fountainous areas on the stage were lava. Is that still true?
Oh, that's right. Let's cut to an overhead. So we have cardboard areas on here. Instead of lava, as it was last time, this time the cardboard area is going to just be regular old water. But any area with cardboard is water. So be careful because
How deep is it?
you'll find out if you go in it.
Cool. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and start by making my way toward. I'm going to see if I can roll an athletics and get over this wall here, climb up over it, and land up on the other side. I'm making my way towards this treasure chest.
I'll go for the other one.
So, James, that is what I would like to do.
All right. So,
Athletics to get over the wall?
yep.
Is a 9 plus. Oh gosh, that's so tiny on this sheet. I think my athletics is a +5 because it's my strength. So 14.
That'll do it.
Cool. So
GoPro's
I
working.
get over the wall. Kate has such long. I need to stop sitting in the seat. I think that puts me at about there. And I'm gonna go ahead at this point.
Oh, I've got bad news.
Oh no, I didn't look on the other side of it.
I've got bad news. So
Oh, no,
you
Kate.
have set
No.
off a trap.
Of course I did.
No.
Just tap any of these trap cards here.
This one.
This one, nice and big one here. we've got submitted by Kevin Weir, the Flicker Well. A dancing flurry of sparkling lights, this trap is nearly invisible to anyone who isn't looking for it. When one looks closely, though, they can see where the world seems to fold upon itself and then separate again. When a creature enters the space for the first time on its turn, or begins its turn in this space, roll 1d4. The creature is teleported, oh my goodness, the creature is teleported 30 feet in one of the cardinal directions. So I will roll a d4, and you are going to be teleported east 40 feet. The creature would be if the creature would be teleported into an object, it takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. What do we think, chat? Let's bring up the close-up cam here. 40. Bring up the close-up cam. Does this small bit of wall count as being teleported inside an object?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Yes. Pat's voting
I think it's debatable. Ooh, an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to go with that first instinct to call for an
Resounding
acrobatics
no
check.
from everyone else.
They're all wrong. Fuck the audience.
Shut up, Gary.
Demon Nicodemus wants to see a flip.
Okay. All right. So acrobatics is based on dex.
Yes, it is.
And so it is. Oh no, it's a 6.
Ooh, a 6. Well, because this isn't a large object, I'm going to say it's only 1d6 worth of damage. And that is a 3.
Okay.
3 damage as you feel for a small moment your foot merge with stone. Stone and flesh really don't mix.
No.
It's a prickling, creeping pain as the stone touches you from the inside. Everything in your body, everything in your celestial form lets you know that this is not right. Immediately, your sort of celestial essence prevents you from being transformed completely into stone by touching the wall. But you know you had a very close call in that moment, and the racking pain still creeps in your foot.
Ow, 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 ow. Look out for the sparkly stuff, and I don't trust this wall neither.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Thanks, Benjin, for asking.
You're welcome.
That was really nice of you.
Yeah, it was.
But you're sure you're okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
All right, so that was just a movement action.
Yeah.
What else would you like to try and do?
I think at this point it would be safe to cast a spell on somebody. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on, where is it? That's Searing Smite. Shield of Faith. It's not, I can cast it with anyone within 60 feet.
Yeah, you got an inspiration, Benjin.
Because I care a lot about my cousin, I'm going to cast it on her.
Aw.
So she gets a +2 bonus to AC for the duration, which is up to 10 minutes, as long as I keep my concentration. So it is a concentration spell
Okay.
that I'm casting to begin with.
And do you sparkle while you cast?
Yeah,
Probably.
I think so. First I sneeze because of the sparkles that I just like breathed in from the other place. And then I bring my hands together in a form of prayer to Sune. And I take them from my heart and everything starts to glow a little bit. And I bring my hands to my mouth and I go, and I blow the glowing light towards my cousin. And it sort of envelops her and like beams from inside of her, and then it kind of tones down a little bit.
Are you
But she's-
serious?
And what does
She's
that do?
glowing a little.
What does that- what does
Can the
that
world
do?
buy such a
Sorry,
jewel?
let me say that again, Benjin. She's glowing a little.
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yay. And a grave to put it into.
What do I get from that? I'm sorry.
You get a +2 to AC for the duration of the spell, which is as long as I maintain concentration, I'll let you know if it breaks.
Thanks, Boo.
Yep.
Boo.
All right. So that brings us
Did
to
Am I reading the
Belan.
situation
Yes. All right. So you just got pushed all the way back over here.
I did.
That's fine. I would like to.
For the record, I haven't really checked what's on the other side of the wall,
Yeah,
which we've now learned.
is a thing.
Here I am, sitting here. Like I'm not even here. She doesn't even pay attention. She ripped my arm off, but no,
I
I can't.
think I'm gonna
can't
go
even look at
over
me in a
this
different way.
wall here and go for this.
Methinks the
trunk
lady doth
to
protest too
see
much.
if I can get anything out of that.
You think the lady
Okay.
doth protest none at all?
Okay.
I wasn't talking about her.
So I'm going
you
to
talking about that
roll.
one?
No.
Do you prefer athletics or acrobatics
I
for
will
this?
stab you.
Getting over the wall?
It's either or, whichever is better for you.
Style points!
Okay, probably athletics for me.
We will go back to hell, and I will put you on torture duty.
Yes. So that's a
love
19
torture
plus
duty.
5, so 24.
No.
24
Not the way
will
you
do it.
torture people,
Cool.
where they try out new things on you.
Oh.
That's what's gonna happen to us if we don't win this.
Is there a way
All right.
to
I'll
check
kill
for
the monster.
traps?
Yes, there absolutely is.
Yay! Learning from my mistakes.
How do I check for traps? Perception or investigation or something?
So that would be investigation.
Okay.
I love that.
I do too.
Solicitor
Okay, so that's
Areo.
going to be an 11.
An 11.
What's she doing? I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention.
She's looking
You
for
don't
traps.
see anything.
I'm gonna go for it anyway.
She's learned
'Cause
from
that's what
her
happens.
past too.
So we're coming.
Well, she learned from
here
your mistakes, is what's going on.
She doesn't make mistakes.
Is that what happens? You make the mistakes, and then she like goes afterwards.
to the trunk.
Okay.
You
You
want?
would know if you were worthy enough to figure
So
it out.
heading
Oh, that's so cute. You're trying.
heading over to the trunk, we come up to another trap, and that is
Yes!
the statue plus hole in the floor. And this one submitted by Max Redmond. An incredibly detailed and lifelike statue of a beautiful nude kobold holding a book sits.
Wait. Say that again.
A beautiful nude kobold holding a book sits before you.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
When you go close to the statue, a hole opens underneath you. Make a dexterity save, or you fall below, taking an appropriate amount of falling damage.
Oh
No, wait,
the
stop,
ladies.
don't come
Okay,
back.
so dex save, you said, right?
Yes. Oof, not the kind of roll you want to see.
Can I
You do
use some
have
inspiration?
4 inspiration.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
You might want to give yourself advantage on the roll first.
Yeah, definitely advantage first.
All right,
So switch this
let's
down
take
to
a re-roll
3.
there.
That's better. That's gonna be 13.
All right, 13 will do it.
Yay!
I need another dex check from you.
Okay. Ten.
10. All right. 10 is going to call for a strength check now.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be an 18.
All right. So you don't fall into the hole in the floor.
Okay.
And your quick reflexes, we see Belan walking up to this chest, looking at the statue of the nude kobold reading in repose. She cocks an eyebrow at it as she turns to the chest. When she steps on the ground in front of the chest, she feels the ground disappear beneath her. Thanks to your quick reflexes, you grab the side of the hole before you fall down, and you grab the chest with the other arm.
Yes!
You are now stuck between the abyss and solid ground above you with a chest in hand.
Cool.
That is enough to pull you up on land. However, that will take all of the rest of your turn.
Cool.
But the nude kobold statue goes back up in front of the stands where it belongs. This
Is the butt facing the audience? Of the statue?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
okay.
Of course the butt is facing the audience.
Just checking.
Just want to point out that this statue was donated by Dungeon Dome, I guess
Ellie, you just got an inspiration.
sponsors. Dungeon Dome sponsors Windfall and Not Attorneys at Magic. They asked that we read this copy for you. Have you, someone you love, been injured in an alchemical accident? Have you been cursed, hexed, or ensorcelled by a defective magic item? Have you lost limbs or the ability to work due to negligence of a wizard, witch, warlock, lich, or demigod? If so, Windfall and Not, Attorneys at Magic, are ready to represent you. Linda Windfall and Theophilus Knott have years of experience both as magical lawyers and adventurers, and have settled hundreds of magical lawsuits specializing in magical personal injury, bridge troll recovery, rocks fall and everyone dies, and other insurance claims. Windfall and Knott will be the fell voice on the wind for you.
That's amazing.
Windfall and Knott, Attorneys at Magic. We don't get paid until you get paid. Magical attorney's licenses. Magical attorney licenses not valid in Nucelia, Garanda, Greyhawk, Ravenloft, Eberron. Windfall and Knott require payment full upfront. Not responsible for additional magical harm caused by lawsuit of proceedings or lawyer negligence. So thanks to Windfall and Knott for sponsoring this beautiful nude kobold reading in repose statue. And thanks to Max Redman for designing a hole in the ground. All right! On with the match! Woo!
Either one.
Okay.
And you see the monster raise the visor of his helmet. And you see that although it looked like a halfling, it merely appeared to be a halfling, or at least you think. You see the stylized face of a Scotty dog poking out from behind the helmet. Oh, I can't believe you fell for the hole in the ground trap. Ah, we'd never fall for that back home. Look at you fools. I'll clean you up and I'll be back to being a Dungeon Dome champion yet. Those compass cats can't hold me back for long.
Cry havoc and let loose the Scotty dog of war.
What is that?
The most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
No, not
The
her.
dog,
dog.
Kladish. We're talking about the dog.
Does anyone else see sparkles in their vision?
Well, you did walk into that trap.
Focus up. Focus up. Focus up, people. Come on, focus up.
Next up, we have the Nothing.
So, as Belan fell, there is this slight Belan. She's fine. She's fine. Of course, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. All right. What are we doing here? And I'm like, all right, people, let's focus up. Let's focus up, okay?
Who are you talking to? Yourself?
I'm talking to everyone around me. Focus up. I'm like, particularly you two. Focus up, okay?
I'm focused.
Focus on the match, Kladish. The match.
I've got plans.
You got plans?
Yeah.
You do them. Go for it.
All right. Kladish, a question, James. Did we specify how large the Sparkle Dimension Trap is?
Nobody
Dimension
figured
Trap
it
is
out.
named
We
by
just know that
Scott
there's
Band.
a Sparkle Dimension Trap on the other side of that wall.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to move over to here. And I'm going to Eldritch Spear him because range.
Yeah!
There we go!
Thank God.
I love our little minis so much.
Make your attack roll.
Look at our little family down there.
Have we zoomed in on the minis yet?
Yeah, let's get a
These
good
beautiful Hero
look at
Forge
that.
minis.
Oh, they're so
Oh,
gorgeous.
yeah. Kladish is awesome.
We've got the most beautiful mini you've ever seen.
Okay, rolling.
The mini with the handsome eyes.
We're starting strong. All right.
Sorry, hold on.
You can always reroll.
You know what?
And the camera
gonna-
just went dark.
Oh,
Again.
unplug.
Get unplugged?
I'm going to use an inspiration and
got unplugged.
take advantage.
I got it.
Cool.
I'm using one inspiration for advantage, James.
All right.
That's considerably better. 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Awesome.
Yes!
Rourke.
And That is going to do plus 12 damage.
12 damage. Whew. A palpable hit indeed, sir. The armored knight falls from the back of his mount. Ah! And he hits the ground with a comic thunk.
Good.
The dire corgi is just sort of looking around, confused, with a mildly worried expression on its face.
Is the halfling kind of at like the tail end of the corgi?
Yes, it would be.
So
over
would
by
that
the
make
tail.
him a dogberry?
Shakespeare.
We have fun here.
We don't, but we do have fun. All right. So, with that, it is now
Oh, it's my turn.
Benjin's turn. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here.
Is that good enough for you?
I don't know. Was it good enough for hell?
I believe so. I hit him.
Then it's good enough for me.
It was good enough for me.
Really?
We've been together for so long, you and I.
pokes his
this
head
has
through the
never
little-
happened.
That little window.
Like,
This has never happened.
this has never happened. I do much wonder
Are you
that
gonna
one
tell-
man, seeing as how another man is a fool when he dedicates his behavior to love, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies and others, become the object of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is clownish.
Don't we have a match to do?
Don't! All right. I'm like, fine, shink, fine. Let's see here.
It's hard for me, guys, because I've played Don Pedro. I haven't played Claudia before.
I have room for one more inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
He has played the character
5,
before.
10, 15, 20, 25.
He's a marvelous
I'm
Benedict.
going to jump up there on top of that. I'm going to use an athletics.
Yeah, go for
It
it.
was wonderful.
That's a 16. To get up to the top here.
Thank you.
Yay.
And can I
Who's that for,
inspect
Punkality?
down here to see
It
how
was for
big
the
this
person
thing
who
is?
made the pun, which
Absolutely.
was Kate.
Oh, nice.
Dogberry.
Gonna use a perception. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah! That'll do it. There you go.
Holy cow!
Wow, it's huge.
What did you do?
This is perfect!
Found it all. The glitter stuff.
So I look out and that's all the glitter stuff.
Wow.
Let's see, my
How do
short
you run into
bow.
it?
I'm
has
damn
a-
near safe.
You are.
Very nearly so, yes.
My short bow has a
Oh,
range
you've got a
of, I think it's
Protection
60
glitter
feet,
barrier.
which is 5, 10,
I'm the master of the glitter dimension.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I don't know if I can't hit him from here. So what I'm going to do then is, I think I'm gonna prep an action.
Ooh, I love
Actually, I'll pull my bow out and I'll grab an arrow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend the rest of my turn tying an alchemical flame vial to an arrow.
Cute.
And then I'm going to prepare myself that the moment he gets within range,
it. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's good.
Excellent use of the prepped action.
All right.
See, he comes prepared.
So I'm up there and I'm going like, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be fine. No. Just talk to the nice girl. Why not? Why, that's fine. Totally fine. What are you doing up here? It's totally okay.
And Aly, what is Belan's armor class?
Currently, it is 16.
Okay, so that would be below 22.
Mathematically, yes.
All right. Well,
Unless
then
you're playing golf.
you are going to take 10 damage as an arrow strikes you in the side.
Ow!
You okay? Balin, what's up? What's wrong?
He's shooting arrows at me.
From where?
She looks around.
Yeah, you realize, Belan, that you were looking in the direction of your opponent. Yet the
Yeah.
only figure who has a bow and arrow is standing behind you at a perfect vantage. to
Are
shoot
you
in the side.
shooting me right now?
I'm
And
not shooting
Are
at
you
you.
doing this
Make
right now?
an
No.
investigation roll, please.
It's a 20.
20.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
absolutely realize that the point of the arrow is sticking forward, meaning it had to have come
From behind me.
you. And that, rolling that well will actually let you know that it must have come from over here.
Can I help you with something? She breaks off part of the arrow and throws it down.
Who shot you?
You did!
I did not shoot you.
Well, I have an arrow in me from your vantage point, so someone in your corner did.
I'm sorry. Did it hurt? Are you okay?
Are you gonna play the game? Are you gonna do something to pull your weight in this match?
I am waiting.
Instead of punching me when I'm not looking?
Well, at least you have both your arms. So why don't you quit your belly aching and get back in the game?
I see, because this is a match about you getting one up on me because I took your arm.
No, this
I
is a match
see.
about us fighting this monster, and you instead are turning around and
Do
blaming
you
me for something
remember
that
the
didn't.
part of
No,
the
no, no,
briefing
no, no,
when
no,
you said that we can't win if we split up?
No, I completely remember, which is why
This
I
is
didn't
incredibly
do it.
selfish.
I have not done this. What you're saying I've
I
done, I
thought you
have
made
not
a really
done it.
good hit on that guy.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
And with that, we see jumping back onto his feet. There was no mechanical thing that would
another
actually make him
monster.
fall off the back of his corgi. Is Sir Ben. Sir Ben charges forward. He is going to need to roll to get across the water here. All right. 14 should be able to clear 10 feet. Sir Ben rolls across the water. Let's see. His move speed is a bit lower, though. It's 35, so
Some sort of other thing here.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. He's definitely within range for your held action.
So I will take that. I will take that shot. I was like, what? Hold on.
Once again, shooting.
This proves his innocence.
It doesn't, but
12.
it would help.
That's a 17 to hit.
17? 17 is unfortunately not going to do it. Your arrow clanks harmlessly off of the armor of Sir Ben, and I guess,
Now, I will say though, I did tie an acid flask to it.
Oh, yes. Oh boy. So, I think both Sir Ben and Belan are
definitely.
going to make reflex saves. Sir Ben's is a natural 20.
Reroll!
Oh,
For who?
For Drew.
For me?
For Drew's
for
arrow.
Drew.
my
The
arrow?
rerolls only cost 500, so you have another reroll, Gateway of the Last Resort.
Okay.
If you'd like, you can reroll the monster's natural 20.
Oh yeah, I would like that. I would like him to re-roll his.
But we'll see. We'll see. It's up to them. First, you must reroll your attack.
And that is much better. That's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
That will hit, and I am going to reroll the monster's. Okay, the monster still saved very well.
Okay.
So he is going to not take as much damage from this acid, but your arrow does hit. So how
Cool.
much damage does it do?
So it does a 1d6 plus 3, but it had the acid flask on it as well, and I believe it's a 1d4 for.
So roll your
Acid?
d4 first. Or no, acid is d6.
Is d6? All right,
Yes.
so it's 2d6. One of them is acid.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Which
9.
one? Which die is the acid die?
This is the acid. die.
Okay, so one damage from acid, and 4 from your
Four.
die plus. So
Plus
that's
3 to
five
4,
plus-
5,
so
6,
eight.
7, 8. 8 damage.
Alrighty. So the arrow sails through the air. Benjin's aim is true. It finds a small hole in the shining armor around this around this halfling. As the acid splashes up, you can see it melt away at the stylized Scotty Dog's warrior face that was on his, revealing the halfling face beneath. And of course, Belan, what was your reflex save?
Oh, I didn't do a reflex
Yes,
save.
please
yet.
do a reflex or a dexterity save. That is a natural 1.
Oh.
Can I inspiration advantage that?
Yes, you can.
There's the 3. There we go. That's
That's a
little
19.
better.
All right, so you also take 1 bit of acid damage. So the arrow strikes the armor. Acid splashes about. It mostly lands on the armor, which it seems to slough off of almost harmlessly. Though it does eat away at the ground around you, there's a small fleck of acid that burns your skin, Belan, as the arrow strikes its aim. And you can, looking back over at Benjin, you can see him going, yes!
She rages out.
Hell yeah!
She was fighting it when the arrow hit her, and then this happened, and now she's raged. So she's not happy.
Would you like to? Do you want to explain how your rage happens this time? I feel like it's different every time. But
It
maybe
is
not.
slightly different every time. So you gave me the shield of faith, and I was glowing a little bit.
Yeah.
The glow like flashes too bright for
Yeah.
a second, and then
that's
shimmers like from the top down. And her previous battle scars are filled with like illumination from within.
Yeah.
As she like watches the last bit of acid sizzle on her arm, and then turns and looks at Benjin.
My aim is true. What can I say?
And it is not your turn.
It's not.
Yes.
I'm just gonna look at her
As
for a while.
the corgi must go, aye, Sakins, get the casters! And Sakins, hearing his master's command, starts his charge. Sakins,
How much ground does a dire corgi cover?
He's got to get past that trap.
he's got
does.
100 feet of movement, so I think he will be all
Whoa.
right. Yes.
How big is a dire corgi? We're talking like a draft horse, or like?
He's large size, so yeah, he's the size of a
Like a
regular war
Clydesdale?
horse, yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
too cute.
He's
his-
probably really cute. Yeah.
Fluffy, bouncy butt sails through the air as he clears the first area. And because he has the Celestial template and is a very good boy, you know,
Right. Right.
theistically, he is intelligent enough to be able to recognize traps when he sees them. That is definitely going to be enough of an intelligence check. Let's see if he can clear this gap. Let's see his stats again.
Because let's face it, chat, all dogs go to heaven.
Oh, that's right. I have his stats printed out.
All dogs are good boys. Or
does
girls.
Look like
Or
a
good
boy.
dogs.
Yeah.
He's a good boy. He's
Yeah.
a good boy.
Yeah.
But is he the best
Oh,
boy?
yeah.
I'm just
so
picturing it as a huge Oliver, so yes.
Yeah.
It's a giant
with
olive.
an 18, he sails across the trap
Oh, God.
and immediately pounces on top of Claudish.
Yeah! Eat it, Claudish!
And he rolls his attack. All right. So, where is his to hit? Here we go. Does a 21 hit you?
Sure does.
All right. So you take 10 damage.
10.
As the corgi grabs hold of your feather cape and just starts like tearing at it. You're like being knocked around and jostled. The corgi, after running across the field, jumping over the water in the middle of the field, jumping over the trap in front of you, landing in front of you, grabbing your cape, just flings his head so joyfully as your body connects with the wall.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
Yikes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have we fought these before in our campaigns to the Celestial Realm?
So this is a celestial corgi is a bit unusual. Generally speaking, they come from paladin mounts that have been blessed. Though there was a short time after Aramor's invasion of Hell. There was a brief alliance period between the two. Where you did fight a war in Tyralis. Tyralis is a sun-drenched country that borders the cliffs of Aramor to the north. Tyralis is a land of rolling lowlands, wide beaches, poor in resources but rich in crops and trade, ruled by various species of intelligent dogs. Not anthropomorphic dogs like Tabaxi, but they are dire versions of normal dogs.
Okay.
And you do suspect that your good friend is right now being savaged by a Tyralan hound.
He's a Tyralan hound. Do you remember Tyralis?
Clank, clank, clank.
Remember Tyralis? Throw something. He'll go after it.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Did you bring a tennis ball?
Quick, tennis ball. Look for a tennis ball.
No, but a javelin is basically a stick.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I've got something.
I've got some javelins.
Yeah.
If we need them.
Where are we at? Is
think
it my turn?
So yeah, I think that was just the nothing. So it's back up to the ladies' disdain.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh gosh. Okay. So at this point, I really want to get to the other. Nope. I think I have to come help my new friend, who I'm really worried about. But I'm also really concerned about this invisible arrow. I'm the visible arrow. There was an invisible arrow, which was an actual weapon, and I want to try to find it. So, does anyone know, because I'm a bad player and didn't write it down, if Divine Sense for a paladin uses a spell slot?
Ooh.
Or is it just taking an action to use an ability?
I think it's
I don't
an
have my handbook with me.
ability, but I gotta check.
Yeah.
Because I only have 3 slots, so I don't want to use it if... I have a plan B as well, if that doesn't do anything.
Google.
They're saying.
Say nope, just an action.
Okay,
Cool.
I know it doesn't do all that much, but I'm hoping that it'll tell me if there's another person in the area. So I'm going to reach out with my Divine Sense, and I do at least have exactly what it does. I'm going to pray to Sune, and hope that she will show me in this area, and I'm looking at my eye level specifically. I'm reaching out with my Divine Sense. Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover. I know the type.
Celestial, fiend, and undead.
Yeah,
Okay.
but not its identity.
You do sense behind you chaotic evil coming from a fiend.
But is it coming from up high?
It is coming from up high.
Is it coming from him?
Actually, it would be lawful evil, not chaotic evil.
Fair
But
enough.
yes,
Fair
you do
enough.
sense evil behind you. You do sense a fiend behind you.
But I don't sense any other presences.
No, none of those listed.
Okay, all right. Well, then in that case, I don't know what it was. So I'm gonna look at you and say, can we please play on the same side here for a moment?
Look, I'm chaotic good. I do what I do. All right.
And I am going to go around the edge to try and get to this guy as well. So I'm moving. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That's as far as I get.
As far as you get. You see the corgi just like playfully tearing at this lizard man's cape as he's sort of like dealing just with the raw strength of this creature.
You're Kermit Armigant.
I say things that I know. I say
She's
out
singing?
loud.
It's beautiful.
I say, I never yet saw a man. How wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured.
It's like slow-mo, soft focus.
Like flower petals.
As you watch Claude is just get repeatedly slammed into the wall by this corgi.
And I'm kind of like so stunned by the majesticness of it that I can't think of anything else to do right
We
at
see
the
the
moment.
clanking of his armor against the wall.
Yeah.
We see shots of like feathers
really good.
just flying off of his body.
Yeah.
And there's a slow-mo shot of the dire corgi's nubbish tail just like waggling around.
Wiggling butt.
Ooh, may a box seat backer bestow a gift? Yes, solicitor 6, please mention the nature of the gift, and we will call it out for you. Okay, so with that, it is now Belan's turn.
Great. I'm gonna smash the guy.
Great. Probably a good call.
Belan,
easy.
smash!
I feel like that's everything that goes through your brain. Belan, smash.
I'm gonna smash
guy.
the guy.
I'm
gonna smash the
I'm
guy.
gonna ask a question.
Oh,
When did she get out of the hole?
At the end of her
ages
last
ago.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of last turn.
So
Belan
did you
finds
open
a
the
bottle
chest?
She
appear
hasn't
in a
opened the
hand
chest
with
yet.
the tag "Dry No More."
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What does it do?
Cool.
Have that?
So yeah, you are going to have to.
I know more.
So yeah, it is a bottle marked with. I'm going to see what the logo is really quick. I just need to pull up the thing. Let's have Belan roll her attack
Roll
first,
for
and
smashing?
we'll.
Did you open the chest though?
Not yet, because this guy
okay.
showed up.
Sorry. Just
And I
checking.
don't want to do it while he's standing there because I'm raged.
Okay, cool.
What are you attacking him with?
The greatsword.
Cool.
Um,
I need to know. For the theater of
That's
the mind.
gonna
For the
be-
people
She's
at
really
home.
good
Actually, the
with
people
it.
at home do need to know that.
it's with the greatsword, which I am raging. Yes. So that's
Rage!
a 17 to hit.
17 will not do it.
No.
You let fly a blood-curdling scream as you swing your greatsword down. It clanks against the fine armor of Sir Ben. Y'all need to hit a lot harder than that to get through this! And I have to pull up this Dry No More bottle.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Reroll!
Yes!
Woo!
Beautiful.
Wow.
Okay. Should I just go for it?
Yes.
Oh!
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a 26.
Woo, yeah!
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Hit with honors.
Yeah. Hit summa cum laude.
Reroll.
Let's up the War of Dogs. That's good.
All right, roll your damage,
Cool, cool, cool.
please.
Great.
2d6 plus your strength.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
Do you want my d6?
No, I've got one. I've got one.
It's 2d6 plus your strength!
Whoa!
So that's a 9 plus
Strength!
strength.
It's strength!
Smack a cum laude.
That's 12. 12 damage.
All right.
Yes!
Nice
Good
hits.
girl.
Smack a cum laude, yeah.
It was like one of those, oh, you can't hit me, and she like came around with it.
Yeah, and he like rolls over the chest like bodily.
Yes.
With
Does
the
he fall
attack.
into the hole?
No,
The
he
hole's
doesn't
gone.
fall into the hole.
Oh, no,
Just
the hole
checking.
The hole is
Bam,
repaired.
that thermal and air around the back.
And
of it.
in his place, you see a small bottle on the ground marked with the symbol of a popular martial arts dojo in town. It does say, it is inscribed Dry No More in a sort of drunken chicken scratch common.
Okay.
You looking at the bottle as you pick it up and uncork it. You immediately start to tear up with the wafting strength of the alcohol with it.
Nice. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah!
I just hit him really hard. It felt awesome. I'm gonna chase it with this.
All right, I need 2 fort saves from you.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Oh god.
Okay.
Don't do it!
So that'll be Constitution.
It's 2d6!
What are we arguing about?
2 saves.
Noble.
So roll it twice.
Yes.
That's
There's that-
gonna be
That moment
a
when you hit it
17
and there's that slow-mo.
All right, 17.
and 17, and then a 21.
Okay. So, the first things first, you feel the alcohol wash its way down your throat. As the bottle empties, like you feel the burning sensation go throughout your body. You can see at the bottom of the bottle, the Tapped Keg Dojo sends its regards. with that, you drop the bottle and you feel yourself a little lightheaded, but your rage keeps you focused and you do not become drunk. However, you do feel a prickling sensation of pain that is somewhat dulled by the alcohol, which is now entering your system. Looking down at your wound, you can see that the bleeding has stopped,
Okay.
which should be a good thing. And
Okay.
on your turn, Drew,
Yeah.
is your AC greater than 19?
It is not.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh no.
Jeez, guys.
Oh God.
Okay.
That's what
I'm
the audience says. Oh God.
also going to need
Just
you.
Gary.
Oh God. He's dead.
I'm going to need you to take 10 damage.
My gosh!
I rolled max damage on both of those hits. I feel
Holy-
pretty good about it.
What? Oh, whatever it was, I hellish rebuke it.
I love
Yes.
it.
Oh no. Maybe it's a hellish thing.
It was it's a reaction. It's like martial training just drilled into me. The moment I get hit first, it's hellish rebuke.
Of course.
So I got 23. Which does, I believe it is. It's 2d10.
Yeah. 3.
No, it's 3.
3.
It's 3d10.
3d10
Yeah.
damage.
3d10
It's real
fire
good.
damage.
Here's another d10.
Another d10.
Hopefully it doesn't make it stronger.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10.
10. All right. You again. You check your side, and it appears you have a slash mark on your side.
Out of nowhere.
And as you feel that, you instantly set off your hellish rebuke. Which what does a hellish rebuke normally look like?
So what I imagine it looks like is whenever Benjin gets hit, the reaction is for him to snap in the direction that wherever that attack came from. And wherever that attacker went, immediately they are engulfed in flame. Like the ground opens up and hellfire reaches up for them wherever they are. It's either a crack in the ground or like a portal opens and hellfire breathes on them.
Ooh.
But it follows them.
Interesting. Okay. Well, you're at least
200 for the nothing.
Hey, you're
one for
at
each.
least a little bit immune to hellfire. So it surprises you when hellfire erupts around yourself,
Oh God!
engulfing yourself in
heck?
fire.
I take resistance to it, so I have resistance to fire, so that's half damage.
Half
to it,
damage.
so I take an
Okay.
additional 5.
And
Jesus.
my, I need you to make an investigation roll.
Yeah.
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 Oh no.
It's based on intelligence. 16.
16. You see a
Actually, I'm going to use an inspiration. I'm going to double my proficiency
yes,
for a bonus skill roll.
perfect.
Oh man, power gaming.
So 16. That's 18 now.
Yeah.
So it is really hard to concentrate on it. It's as though your eyes, looking into the heart of the flames. First of all, there's the hellfire. Hellfire burns brightly and grimly. Brimstone stings your eyes as you're enveloped in these all too familiar flames. But you know that you're looking for something. You stare into the heart of the fire, and you see 6
got another.
inches tall, a form that dances at the edge of your sanity. You try to hold it, you try to focus on it, and quickly a jet of hellfire sort of explodes outwards. And then across the water, a massive geyser of water sets off, and then nothing but smoke and steam and silence.
What the hell was that? Oh my gosh. It's that way. It went that way. And
Belan shouts, "Stop playing with the water and
I'm
fight!"
not playing with the water.
Please don't kill each other.
Clank, 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 clank.
Oh, that was so close to a spit take.
Speaking of Claudish.
Is it our turn?
Yeah.
Oh, you go first.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
No, yeah. That was something attacked me.
Yeah, something attacked you, and
Oh,
now,
yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
it's
It's now your turn. So you want to go first?
Yes.
either of you.
Okay. Which way did that go?
So you saw a line come this way, and there's actually like a fairly clear trail because like the water kind of like exploded upwards as it was running, and then a trail of steam sort of disappears off in this area.
Man. That's what I do. I chase it. Actually, before I do that, can I roll like a history hell or something like that? Something within my within my knowledge as a commander of the Hellish Legions.
Hell history
Yeah,
101.
see if you've
If
faced
there's anything that I've faced this way or anything I've
story indeed.
used at my disposal. 17. History is based off of your intelligence. 17, 18, 19.
Okay, so while you sort of go through like different creatures that it could be. This could be something that has psychic powers. It was hard to look at it, so you can't rule out psionics. There have been clashes between Hell and the Underdark before, simply because of geography. You also think it could have something to do with Fae. Fae typically have glamours that makes them difficult to fight against. But without specific knowledge, because you've never faced anything like this, you've never fought anything that small before, it's hard for you to know. You know that this is beyond your specific expertise.
Okay, all right, so it's beyond me. I don't say anything to anyone else about it. But I look at that, I think about it, I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to run into something that I don't know what I'm facing. And I do know what I'm facing when it's this giant hound thing, and my friend's in trouble, so I'm going to turn and leap off and attack it.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna roll. Do you want me to roll a athletics to jump there, or do you want me just to roll an attack?
I feel like you should be able to do it.
Okay.
I'm really concerned about you all alone by yourself over
I'm
there.
glad someone is.
At least you're
She
not in the
ripped
you
out
know,
my
Always
arm.
split the party.
I'm concerned about both. I
She's
have a lot of
concerned
concern.
about it. She doesn't say she's going to do anything.
It's called compassion, Benjin.
It's called weakness. All right, I'm gonna roll to attack this thing. Natural 20.
All right.
And I'm actually gonna double hand it too. So I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a D10 to attack. And I'm actually gonna add 2 inspiration with that, and I'm gonna add 2d6 to attacking it
Excellent.
as well.
Nice.
So it's gonna be 1d10.
Playing the game.
Power gamer.
Okay. So we have here a submission from Seth Alcorn referencing one of my favorite Irish myths as the critical hit that you pulled up is the trick of the gay bulge.
nice.
That is a piercing weapon, splinters or shatters inside an enemy's belly, causing massive damage. So I am going to say this does triple damage.
Sweet. Triple damage to it.
Yeah.
And so what happens is Benjin sees that thing go, turns around, sees his friend going like, wah, back and forth. He draws his sword and takes it double-handed and leaps off. And as he leaps off, he takes his metal hand across the blade, and and it ignites in hellfire as he brings it down, which is the extra D2, extra D6s. So let's roll damage for this.
Lancer indeed.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I gotta add 15 to it. No, add 5, which makes it 15.
Okay.
Triple.
45.
All right, that's 45 damage.
Whoa!
Yeah,
15 times
that
three
is that's 45.
45.
So the dire corgi yelps in pain as this attack, as this sword comes down in its side, pierces its belly, and the needle-like hellfire sort of like burns its insides. It does not look good. And now we come to Claudish's turn.
Does it let go of Claudish?
Well, it's okay if it doesn't. I want to come straight here with the chat. Before that just happened, I was going to use the pun belt, but it doesn't make sense to anymore. So I'm sorry that I'm not going to use the pun belt.
The glory of hell! I hate your puns!
It's coming later. The moment has passed. So I'm just going to go right on ahead and do Arms of Hadar while I'm inside of his mouth.
Okay.
Oh.
So Arms of Hadar.
The spell is basically tentacles erupt from me, and I believe it's 2d6 damage.
Look at it.
But I'm going to do an inspiration and add one more d6 to that, so 3d6 damage.
Nice.
Perfect.
Drew's double checking the damage.
Double checking the demons. Arms of Hadar.
Amazing.
Arms of Hadar. It is 2d6 necrotic damage.
Cool.
So you can add it if you add an extra one.
It's a 3d6.
3d6
Yep.
necrotic damage.
Man, I love twos. 6 damage.
6 damage is going to be enough to take it down.
Okay.
Yes.
So it yelps in pain and falls to the ground and turns over, exposing its belly, letting you know that you have won the match as it is teleported safely outside the
Thanks,
arena.
Benjin.
Hey. You're my best friend.
You're my best friend.
I'll always come for you and help you.
I will always come for you and help you.
Are you hypnotizing him?
Just don't repeat everything I say. It's really creepy.
Don't repeat everything you say. It's really creepy.
Wait, the chat is like won the whole match?
No.
Defeated.
No, we beat
one
the
opponent.
corgi.
You said won the match.
monster.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Defeated the monster, yeah.
Yeah.
There's still
We're still
two
going.
monsters.
A skeleton is, I believe, 1,000 bits. So 1,500 bits will not make it a luchador because people have named skeletons and given them backstories.
I can move now, yes?
So yes, you are able to move.
Cool. I'm gonna go for this corner chest.
Is there one over there?
1, 2.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. This fence.
It's a good sense.
It's
I
good.
get
It works.
30 yards, yes.
Good job.
And each square is 5? Mm-hmm. Cool, well that's where I can go.
Hopefully there's not a trap on the way.
Nope, I'm just making sure that I have.
You went for the traps, and I
in
got
my
worried.
hand.
I got really worried because you went for the traps. I was like, oh no.
I
place is
know.
littered with
That's
traps.
what I mean. I was like, they're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Yeah.
This place is littered with traps. There are traps literally everywhere. Okay.
Well, we should make a no littering rule.
We come over to Sir Ben's turn.
1,000 for a skeleton.
All right. And this particular skeleton
God, I love their stories.
was sent in by Alan Cohen.
200 to make the corgi feel better?
He does feel better. He's so happy because all those bits that you're giving are helping kids. And
Yeah.
there's nothing a celestial corgi likes more than helping kids.
Yeah, there's nothing
Oh my
corgis hate
God,
more than
my
cancer,
heart.
guys.
Okay, so 3. The skeleton will come up over here.
Oh, that's where I want to go.
This skeleton is named Stambly Stamblerton. Stambly always wanted to be a dancer, but his actual literal 2 left feet kept him from his dreams. His only solace was in his favorite pastime, the Dungeon Dome. So invested was he in the competitions that he donated his skeleton for use in the arena after his passing. His bitterness at his inability to dance continues in death. However, now any dexterous or graceful competitor is sure to draw his ire.
Any dexterous or what? Competitor?
Graceful competitor. So the most graceful of you is definitely Stambly's target. All right.
What song was that?
I want to dance with somebody.
Okay,
That's what I thought it was.
There it is.
That's how you learned it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know it.
So,
That's very good.
We come over to Sir Ben's turn. Sir Ben is going to attack Belan.
Oh, what a
We're
surprise!
doing that thing around the chest, like trying to hit each other.
And he is going to attack Belan as part of a move action because he has the charger feat. So
Of course he does.
20.
Oh,
Skeleton needs a buddy.
Yeah, every skeleton needs a buddy.
It's like they want this match to last longer or something. No,
James, just a heads up while you're doing that. I need to refill my meter in like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. Didn't get that app yet, huh?
No.
Oh, boy. All right.
Psychology.
So, it's going to be a while before it wraps around to you, so now's the best time to go.
I'm going to go now.
All right. So this skeleton was sent in by Seth Alcorn, who did the crit earlier, and that's Osian Sr. Osian and his son, Osian Jr., wandered into the dungeon to look for a lost cow. Overcome by traps, poor planning, dehydration, and black pudding, the 2 Osians sat down for a break and never got up. Curiously, Osian Sr.'s right hand continued to point at his son for many years after their flesh decayed.
Wow.
Whew. Whew.
Well, their family's getting some solace here tonight as that skeleton is going to rise again in the Dungeon Dome. Oh, and that's also a 3. So,
Wow.
bad boys popping up over here.
Ah.
All right. So, he, as part of a move, as a charge maneuver, is attacking you. And I've got 3 inspiration. I'm going to use one of them to give myself advantage on this attack. And it is a good thing I did because I rolled a 5 on the first one. And rolled an 8 on the second. That's not going to do it. So he takes a haphazard swing at you with his lance. He like sort of pokes the lance at you a little bit. And you
Oh
can
boy,
see,
if I had a nickel.
yeah, his lance has like a like flaccid tip to it. It's a really weird, gross lance. And he scampers away behind these walls. All right.
Cute.
And that is his turn. We come to the lady's Disdain.
Okay, I'm worried about you and that guy way over there, and there's a chest over there, which I think he might be going for. So,
Can the monsters open the chest?
oh,
Yes.
yeah, they can.
Oh, because he's technically
Anything with hands.
He's humanoid.
monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inspiration for everybody.
And
Yay!
for everyone.
Oh, I'm full. Can she
I'll
have?
take it then.
I'll
Can-
take it.
Can I give it to my cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dibs.
Okay. Thank you. So I am going to first. I am going to move 30 feet back to the wall. Thank you. I
This
appreciate
way?
it. Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Great. And then I am going to check. Is this whole cardboard the water, or is
Yeah.
it just the
Yeah,
path?
the whole
The whole
cardboard is
Great.
water.
Thank you. Can I roll in athletics to see if I can clear that?
Yeah.
Cool.
We all got inspiration.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I moved you up to 4. Thank you.
So, oh no, it's a nat one. But look, I have advantage on the roll.
There we go.
It's now a. Oh no!
You could spend 2 inspiration.
But I would have to
reroll.
spend 2 additional, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with this
Who
water.
knows what's in this water?
down
I'm
to
gonna
2.
I'm gonna be down to 2, so I just spent 3 total. So I get 1 more reroll, correct? That's how that works.
I mean, yeah, you've got 2 inspiration, so you can always spend it on a reroll.
Another one, yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh my god.
God, not good.
Okay.
Cold die.
But it's athletics, right? It's still an 11 because my athletics is a +7.
Okay.
It's strength plus proficiency
yeah, I mean,
bonus.
that's like 5 feet.
So I make a jump, looking really shaken.
It's like those cats that jump and they're just like, whoop.
So I
Sail
think
cat.
that's
Yeah, sail cat.
done by moving the lever. Pat, you just want to move the lever real quick? Just move it up. Yeah, see, that's I don't know how they did the star wipes from last week. Somebody else figured that one out.
I can do it like that. Wink. Or no?
It was like a star wipe. It was
using it differently.
like a wild Star Wars transition. Who knows?
Oh.
It was that one.
Cool.
We got all sorts of weird
Now we're
powers.
doing it.
Well, I keep cutting to the close-up cam
Yay,
though.
thank you.
No, why does it
I'm
do
back
that?
up to 4.
Yep.
Cool. So I clear the water.
Yep, you clear the water.
And I'm assuming that's my thing. That's my turn.
Were you taking a dash action?
I would like to
So
to
yeah,
cover
if you're
movement.
taking a dash, so you've still got 30 more feet.
Great. I know that the area roughly in front of the chest is safe, so I'm gonna go 20 more feet forward.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And I'm gonna stop there, because then at that point I'm gonna scout the area. But I
Alright.
might need to wait a turn to do that. I don't know what the deal
Yeah,
is.
you will need to wait a turn to do that. I mean, actually, well, that's just a
spot check?
So yeah, roll
Okay.
your perception.
Perception. I'm gonna use the other D20.
Yeah, use
You're
the other
on.
one.
You're on timeout. Oh, nat 20.
Yeah!
So the perception is 24 total because it's a nat 20.
So yeah, there you do know that there is a trap over here.
Oh, I don't make any movements yet. Can I prep something?
No, because
Okay.
you used all your actions.
That makes sense.
That's what the dash is like, replacing your action.
Cool.
For the turn.
Got it.
Yep.
So it now comes to Belan, and Belan, right at the top of your turn, you notice your limbs are feeling rather heavy.
Okay.
Your movement speed is halved.
Oh. Okay. All right. I'm gonna check this trunk for its legitimacy, and if there are any traps in it or on it.
He's back there. Okay.
It's going to be 19 investigate or 20 perception
All
for
right.
this trunk.
So it looks like it has no traps on it.
Okay.
So you may pick your item.
Okay.
I hope you guys love this transition because it's all I'm doing from now on.
The wipe.
The wipe.
Well, I figured out also how to make it a gradient, so it's not a hard line. Look at that.
Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Hi.
Important stuff
2
happening.
years into owning that device is when we start messing
Well, I
around.
always thought it was like distracting, but since the chat asked for
Yeah,
it,
They're
love
all
it.
about it.
Okay.
you don't see the NFL doing that. That's all I'm saying. You know.
Inside this trunk is Soft Boy. Soft Boy was submitted by Kevin Weir, and it is a beige pile of thick putty that seems to shiver when it is touched.
Oh my.
It can be molded into whatever weapon is needed, or even an arrow to be fired from a bow.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Neat.
I think it looked like that tired egg thing that.
Gudetama.
Yeah, it looks
Where
like
it's
Gunatama.
It's like a weird Japanese mascot thing.
Oh, cool.
It's like an egg that's been cracked, and it's the yolk, and it's tired.
It's just like real
It's
sleepy.
really tired.
Feel sleepy.
You've definitely felt like Gunatama before.
Do you
Yeah.
wanna, do you want to take the trunk out now
Yes.
that we've opened it?
It has been opened.
Okay, cool.
You can tell you're a steampunk person by your use of trunk instead of chest.
What? I forgot the word chest. I'm raging. I'm raging. I forgot what the word
When
was.
she rages, she goes proper. That's what happens.
I'll take this trunk, thank you. Okay, and Buddy Boy over there ran between those pillars.
He did
hide.
indeed.
Okay, can we go take him out, please?
Yes, I would love to do that.
Great. I'm gonna start on this, though my speed is halved.
And I'm gonna look at you and then be like, look out for that spot.
What spot?
That spot.
Oh, okay, sure. So can you move me 15 feet towards
Yes.
Sir Benoit?
5, 10, and 15.
Thank you. That's, well, I mean, can I throw a javelin at him over that little thing?
Yeah, he's got partial cover.
Okay, cute.
So
Yeah.
his AC goes up by 2, but yes.
Sure. Yeah, let's throw a javelin at him.
Thank you, Walker of Tales.
That's going to be a 18. An 18 with the javelin to hit.
So you try to spy Sir Ben, who is hiding behind a stone pillar in the arena. You think you catch sight of his shining armor, and you hurl a javelin forward. It scrapes against the stone, and once again clanks off of his flawless armor.
He's over there, she says to Areo, angry that she wasted a javelin.
You are breathing very heavily, and your breath is quite short.
Okay.
Oh no.
And we pass over the turns.
Okay.
I am going to need from Benjin
No, it's okay. You're right next to me.
Constitution save.
Constitution
Is it an action?
save. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Ooh, good. And let's get that hell history thing. Make another one of those rolls.
Make a hell
yeah.
history? 9. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll that hell history. Because I want to know. 15, 17.
17. All right. You feel, Punquility, I believe, is calling for a reroll. A reroll of what, Punquility? Do you want him to reroll for the fourth save?
Oh no!
Oh my.
Oh boy.
12, 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, con save.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
right.
con save.
We're in 5th edition
Yeah.
now.
So 17.
You feel a cold, prickling, painful sensation in your side.
Oh no.
And you're being in the front lines of Hell's army, it is a sensation you have felt before. This is a poison most often used by Fae that can turn its victims to stone.
Yes!
So Benjin goes, oh, shit. Can I, oh no, it's probably in my system by now.
Oh, let's get a zoom in on this one. Yup, that wound is showing telltale signs of stone.
Oh, what happened?
What on earth did you do?
I played too much!
He's showing telltale signs of Stone Heart's toxin. Just look at that nasty wound. In a matter of minutes, he's gonna be a statue. And now that we're thinking of it, I feel like Belan might be in for the same fate.
Oh no!
Yes!
Turns over her shoulder to try to figure out where Benjin is so she can see him, but he's behind a wall so she can't.
So Benjin looks down and he sees the cut, and the cut like has flaky stone and it's like spidering out, and he's like, shit. He knows exactly what this is.
That was the magical effect kicking in.
Gary!
Yeah, you know you have. Oh my God! You know you have about 6 seconds before it will start impeding your movement.
I gotta move fast.
Oh
man.
no!
Oh yeah, they didn't like that, Gary.
No.
Sorry.
I am going to.
Too many special effects, just like Transformers.
I'm gonna use my entire. I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna do a dash action. I'm going to try to run up to these guys. So it's 60 feet. I'm going to say it's...
Oh God, I hope there's no traps.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I got you.
25,
25,
30.
30. I know, I'm sorry.
I do
Areo,
want
are
to
you
look
here?
this way, see if there are any traps in this.
Please,
Towards
yeah,
me?
make your.
This one. Yeah. Okay.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23.
That's a good roll. Yes, there is indeed a trap here.
Can I roll?
He still has 30 feet to
Oh
move.
man, can I use?
Ooh.
Do it.
I'm loving what's happening here.
I think I know what he's doing.
If let's see, what can I do?
Do
with
it.
3?
Whatever it is, do it.
Can I use Hell Yes to propel myself over it?
Yeah.
I will
Hell
use all 3.
yes.
All 3 inspiration.
All 3 inspiration to. I see the trap. I'm running, and I shoot. A gout of hell flame from my hell metal arm to go over the trap and land in front. See, I want to land right. Ah, no.
Right up
Oh,
there.
sorry. You
Right.
land there.
There.
I'll help you out with that.
I can.
I mean, it's designed so that we should be able to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, there we go.
And as I land there, I reach on my belt and I pull out a skull, and I put it in front of. I show it to the 2 skeletons, and I go, "Alas, poor York."
God damn it.
And then as I say that, the mouth of the skull like opens, and this like hellish mist, this like red mist comes out and envelops the 2 skeletons.
Yeah, their glowing green eyes turn red as they fall under your command.
Yeah.
And I go,
Yes!
"Welcome, gents, to Hell's Army."
Yes.
They salute.
And I look at them and I say, "You have one mission. Kill him." And I point right at Sir Benoit.
Hell's fight song plays as they march down the ramp.
Yeah.
And that's I give them that mission to go do that.
They immediately sort of turn in unison, and we'll resolve that on a
100 for
monster's
Benjin.
turn. Yeah.
Yeah, Benjin.
Back at it.
Hell yes.
Claudish.
Yes. So I would like to try and open the chest.
All right.
Pat, you're ruining everyone's eyes.
I'm done. I tried to make it do a barrel roll.
And
would
open the
to keep
chest.
My action.
I need you to make a looks like
Does it say
wisdom
this,
save. Yeah.
A wisdom save?
Yes.
I need to roll on the table. That's gonna be an 18.
You know, I just like this too much.
Oh no.
I gotta bump up that DC. Okay.
I can bump up my saving throw. Make it happen. Claudius is
Yeah, here's the thing. It's not as bad as it could be.
Okay.
A small glass vial with a cork stopper. Inside is a swirling viscous fluid with pastel hues of blue, purple, and green. Pasted on the side is a parchment label with fancy curly script that reads, "Potion of your greatest secret wish. Drink to have your secret wish come true."
Oh my gosh.
When the cork is removed, sparkles emerge from the vial, and an angelic chorus can be heard briefly singing.
Oh, yes. Who submitted this?
So this is submitted by Benny Nikos.
Hey, Spenny.
Okay, and
awesome.
here's the thing that I love about this. Is that wisdom save is to resist drinking it. But based on your expression...
Yeah, no, I want to drink it.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to drink it. And here's the results of this potion. Despite the potion's name and description, drinking the potion will always make the drinker look like a compass cat. Their appearance as a compass cat should reflect their normal appearance. If the drinker... Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Let's see... Yeah, no, I'm going to throw out the stunned effect because I made it go off anyway. So you are now have the appearance of small Benjamin.
Oh
until the potion wears off. So thank you so much, Benny Nikos, for sending that in.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Oh no.
So
Somewhere Small
Arrow,
Benjamin is outraged.
Arrow, amidst keeping an eye on
They have stolen my brand, brother.
on the little Scotty, like peeks over her shoulder to make sure that the guys are still alive and that they haven't killed themselves yet.
I don't think you have line of sight.
I'm
Oh,
super far away.
And she can't see anything, so
Yeah.
she just assumes that they're still doing okay and focuses her attention back on the dude.
I do think this is an outrage.
This is some vampire bullshit.
It's permanent.
Bullshit.
I'm Small Benjamin.
Oh man, that's so good. You gotta talk.
I hate you.
I'm going to take my action.
I am going to use a super move.
I should take.
yeah.
Specifically out of frustration for this.
Oh, it's so
Now, let me know if this works.
Okay.
So I want to use 3 points for hits, no rolls, saves.
Okay.
And I want to add a d6
Okay, d6 of damage.
to make an Eldritch Spear with its 300 foot range.
Yeah.
Basically, like, give it a target, like almost whisper demonically a target to it, send it up, and then have it essentially seek him out.
All right. I think that's going to do it. Roll your damage.
Great.
cool.
Small Benjamin.
Make him hurt. Whoa.
In the locker room, Small Benjamin is like, I do not sound.
So that's going to be 13 damage.
Well, of course not, brother. That's not how
13
we
damage
sound.
is enough to take down Sir Ben.
Sir Benoit!
Yeah!
I killed both.
Sir Ben, who did not
Man.
roll very well on any of his
Oh, I had such a good
incredibly
plan.
good attacks.
Dang.
Just like walking
Okay,
up
so
there and just-
in that moment, like if I realize that he's been defeated, I want to walk out triumphantly because look at this amazing thing I've just done.
Yeah. Yeah, even though we're technically still in initiative, I think we'll allow that. Like, you like pop up on the wall.
Look at me, Arrow! I've saved the day.
Arrow like looks really excited and then really confused and kind of goes like, "Good job, Small Benjamin."
and then he winks.
Arrow awkwardly looks at Belan and
No. Oh no.
looks around the arena because the match apparently isn't over.
Yeah, there is no confetti raining down from the ceiling. There are no lights signifying victory. Kazoodle's voice comes over the intercom. It's supposed to be over. I think people should vacate their seats, and as people like start to like get up and leave, the Dungeon Dome rumbles. I guess according to the dome, there's still something in there. So I guess we're still going then.
I'm out of these now, by the way.
Whose turn is it?
That was us.
That was you guys.
So is it me or a monster?
This is the
Or
monster's
is it
turn.
a monster's turn?
It is the skeleton's turn.
Skeleton.
They have had no order but to target someone who is now dead.
Can I give them another order?
Yes, you can give them another order.
Change of plan, gents. There's a fae in here. Find them and destroy them.
All right.
handle two
so
orders?
these skeletons will
half-elf.
start looking around.
Is that gonna count for me?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, cool. I love these little skeleton
Me
guys.
too.
They're great.
Yeah.
They'll do very well in Hell's Army, I promise.
Okay, so one of them rolled a 14 on his perception. He's looking around to little avail, as he is a skeleton with very few powers. But the other one rolls a natural 1. And I think that one is going to spy the half-elf.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it jumps down from the tower. Clank. and starts moving towards the water and disappears underneath
Yes!
the water.
Yes, I was hoping
How
that would
am
happen.
I doing at this point?
You are. Your round is actually going to start up now,
Okay.
so it's the top of the Lady's Disdain's turn.
And I go first, right?
Your legs are immobile.
Arrow, I can't move.
So I am going to use a signature move.
Yes.
So I am going to spend. Well, let me see. The move first, I will tell you, is anything to help my cousin. What is it? Any modest office to help my cousin is the name of the signature move. I'm spending 3
Shakespeare.
in order to
We're a special kind of nerd.
in order to cast a second spell. But so the first thing I want to do is lay on hands.
Okay.
And 5 HP from my pool neutralizes any poison or disease.
Okay.
So I'm doing that.
Does that mean I get 5 of your HP?
I think it costs 5 to neutralize
Yeah, it costs 5 to
Okay.
neutralize it for lay on
That's
hands.
fine.
But I am going to go ahead and give you 5 more,
Oh, okay.
just to have.
So it's touch. Off.
Touch.
So yeah, you see
That doesn't help. It's
the
like this.
creeping stone, which is now like moving up across your chest, like halt.
So I guess I'm using that to my signature move to perform that as a bonus action, so that I can still do more. That's what the signature move is, to spend the 3 points to like make it a thing, so that I can continue to do stuff. Okay, cool. So then in that case, I am going to. Man, I don't know how else to detect it. I guess I'm going to roll a perception and like scan the dome and see if I can perceive the danger.
Yeah.
So it is a. Oh, that was so close to a 20, but it wasn't. It was a 2 plus my wisdom.
Seems pretty far away to me.
Yeah, but they're right next to
on
each other on the
dice
D20. And it's gonna be a plus 4, so it's 6. To look for something.
Hey, I hate to break it to you.
It doesn't show me anything.
Doesn't quite. That was like.
Are you
It
sure?
was so
Okay.
close.
I know, right? Right, just like the 2 and the 20. Okay. Bummer. Well, then I guess I'm gonna start going around, like along the wall. I'm gonna move 30 feet towards the chest. If someone could move me, that'd be great.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30.
Yes. Cool. That's my turn.
And you hear whispering in your ear,
Great.
"What art thou looking for? Some rogue or villain?"
Are we playing the question game?
Mayhaps we are.
You answered, that means I win.
Did I not raise my voice at the end of the question?
Are you from California?
What is California?
Are you not of this earth then?
This Earth lady, I think not. It seems I've lost. And with that, it attacks.
Damn it.
But I won the question game.
And the prize is daggers, my lady.
The prize is death.
Okay,
Tiny
so
daggers to the spleen.
I am going to guess that a 10 is not going to hit you,
It is not.
but is a 14 going to hit you?
It is not.
Okay, and finally, a 24 is probably going to hit.
That one will.
So,
500 reroll for the 10.
ooh. All right, hey, that's another 24.
They both hit.
So the first is 8 damage, and
Okay.
the second is 10 damage.
Okay.
Holy
As
cow.
2 small daggers. Ooh. Reroll for the 14.
Oh God.
Okay, hey, that's another 24. This die is just blown up for me. And that will make the last 7 damage.
Ouch!
Okay.
A flurry of tiny dagger strikes move across your throat.
You get an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Your tough scales prevent most of it from being lethal, but it was very, very close. As you see a small blue-skinned creature standing upon your shoulder, blood is flowing from the daggers it's holding in its hands. It laughs, and then, in a flash,
No!
disappears. Make an attack of opportunity.
Yes!
At
Can I
disadvantage.
use... Okay. Instead of just a regular attack with my axe, can I use my breath weapon and ice it?
Absolutely.
I want to ice it!
Yes.
So you are learning rage. I'm so proud of you.
I have feelings! Oh, wait, do I roll for my breath weapon? No, it just hits, right?
They have to roll to dodge
You
it.
have to roll to...
Oh, they have to roll the DC to dodge.
Yes.
Okay,
So
cool.
what is your DC?
It is a 13 save.
13. Let's see. So I rolled a 1. I'll have to use my inspiration.
You did this!
Though I do have a critical failure chart that I will
Effects still
read
happen.
from.
Guys, 3 inspiration points for love. This will be really cool.
And look at that. The other one was a 20.
Gosh.
We're all over the place. First up, I got to read the failure. Childhood treasure. The attacker realizes. Let's say, so. So the quickling turns in the air as it is running away from you. And it realizes that you look like a stuffed animal, and it cannot take aggressive actions against you until it has a touching flashback about how it lost that toy.
That's great.
So yeah, it thinks of the small stuffed dragon it had when it was much younger.
Reroll the 20.
Ooh, okay. I got a 14 on that one with its +6 dexterity modifier. That's going to be a 20. So that does not quite stop this quickling, but it will
very
not
fuzzy.
target you again. Make your attack.
Yes, so it will take
So
half
wait,
the
actually,
damage.
no, it roll. Yeah, it would normally be half the damage. However, this creature has evasion. When subjected to an attack that makes it make a dexterity saving throw, instead of taking half the damage, it takes no damage.
Okay.
So
fair.
what you see, you unleash your breath weapon as the small creature blurs its way off of your shoulder. The megadome in front of the dungeon dome slows down time so the audience can see this quickling. The breath weapon rolls behind it as the creature merrily strolls just inches ahead of it.
Can I play the song of my breath weapon?
Yes. Well, please be the musical accompaniment to this. As the ice chases behind the creature, it dashes behind a stone to let the ice flow roll over the water.
No, the skeleton.
As it splashes onto the water, the quickling quickly darts out in front of it to spray up the water. We can see the water part at the force of its legs running across it and freeze in the air, creating sharp ice crystals.
Oh, cool.
Which now a daggery sea of ice crystals stands in front of this skeleton inside.
Oh no!
As the quickling stands on top and sort of wafts in the cool breeze and then disappears from sight.
Nice.
Somebody gave the quickling 100 an inspiration.
Hell yeah, Punquility, you gotta support your little monster.
Oh, this is Punquility's monster.
Well, I think we need to fight fire with fire if it's my turn.
It's hers.
It's hers.
When it's after her turn.
Ooh, I like this.
Beer goggles.
So yeah, Belan,
Yeah.
you can see like even though
What are you doing
a
to
lot
me?
of your lower parts is rock, you can see something once again from the Tap Keg Dojo that's
Who
just
are these
labeled
people?
beer goggles.
Beer goggles. All right. Turning to stone anyway. I
Not anymore.
drink it. Yeah, but I'm stuck. Like, I can't move.
And you
What
can
happened?
see that the Quickling, with your beer goggles, you know exactly where it is.
Oh.
But only you know it, and you'll have to call out its location to your
Great.
comrades.
So where is it?
So you can see like Hazley behind.
good
Let's see
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
I'll make this weird-looking skeleton the
I know how
Quickling.
to find it with a pun.
Okay. I can see it. It's over by the chest on top of the thing.
Which chest?
Like
she
on,
like she
like on
points.
top of it?
She
She
points
points the
and wobbles for a second, almost falling forward.
She points with her sword through this diagonal here.
The one really in the corner?
Yes, it's on the ground near that. What's the word for the
Tower.
thing? Yeah, tower. It's over there.
Are you okay?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
to our sponsors, the Tapped Keg Dojo,
It.
for the
It-
beer goggles.
Do you want to do you want to do anything else?
As you can
What?
feel, as your body mass disappears, like the alcohol that's inside you starts to count for more. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm mostly made of rock now. What do you want me to do?
Belan,
What?
you drunk?
No. Should we get drunk?
Not now. We've got a thing to do, and it's
It's
to.
over there.
Well, can you move towards it, please? Watch out
No.
for the trap.
My legs are made of stone, Areo. That's what being made of stone means. You can't walk. You're gonna have to go get it. It's over there.
Well,
And the turn now passes to the nothing.
can she really still not move? Her legs are really still
Yes,
weighing her down.
indeed.
Okay.
You have stopped the
It
poison
doesn't
from
spread.
spreading.
Yeah, but I'm partly made
I
of
thought
stone
I
right now.
cured her.
Yes.
Ignore me.
Under normal circumstances, she would perhaps be cured.
Oh.
So, according
Something
to
else
all
is
of your
going
healing
on.
knowledge, this should have worked.
Oh
Yeah, something
no.
else is going on here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, Claudish, after seeing Arrow get eviscerated by this thing,
Tap, tap, tap,
just goes nuts. Like
Yes.
all of a sudden, like
For love.
he's never had anyone that he loved this way be hurt before. And the rage that's cooked up inside him starts like causing his feathers to vibrate.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
from there, like there's almost like a rattling sound that's happening as they're like pushing together. And
Our fans begin to do this.
and so from there, energy starts building up
These are not spirit
above
feathers.
his head, and
Spirit feathers.
normally his spears are really like they look like stalactites, like kind of thin stalactites.
Yeah, it's fur, not feathers, right now.
Oh no,
You
Oh.
look like a big
no.
puffed up cat right now.
that's true.
So like
Hackles.
you're doing it, and they're like, oh,
Touche,
but it's
thank
small
you.
Benjamin. They're
Yes.
like,
So his
I don't know what
hair-
to do with this.
His hair starts doing things.
I can tell he's mad. I can tell he's gonna do the thing.
whiskers down, like-
So yeah, his whiskers go like totally straight, and there's like lightning going between them.
Yes.
But above small Benjamin comes. So instead of like this stalactite-looking spear, comes like this beautiful hellish glaive that just looks like it's been forged in some sort of like hellish fire. And I'm going to use the 3 points that I was given earlier
to make sure that this hits with no rolls or saves.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Roll that damage.
So this is the Hellish Spear of Love.
Yes.
You don't need to roll
Huey-
to this.
I don't need to roll that. I need to roll this.
Hellish Spear of Love.
It's
that,
the
eight?
hellish
Just three. I
spear
couldn't tell.
of love.
So that's going to be 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. This spear creates a heart in the air and then strikes through. To strike this creature, boom! It takes it on the shoulder. It's struck back against this box momentarily. Everybody who has line of sight on it, even without beer goggles, can see it before it sort of like wriggles itself free from the burn mark. It's breathing heavily. It's bleeding, but it is still alive.
That's fine.
And quickly it blurs out of sight just as quickly as it arrived.
But now there's blood to
That
follow.
was really cool.
And now we come to Benjin. And Benjin, your move speed is halved.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this chest. I want to check it for traps. It's a 23,
23, there are no traps here.
and I like open it as my limbs begin to become. Da-na-na-na.
You found
Read the name of the item, the person who submitted it, and
The Decoy by David R. A small doll with a glass face
Yes.
that looks like a stealthy warrior from a far future age.
oh wait, has that already happened?
Yeah, that's
we
what I got.
used it in our
I'm
match.
sorry. Well,
Oh,
Whip?
but it would
Oh no!
Sorry, David.
Well, no, not sorry, David. He already got it
Yeah,
picked.
we got it,
Yeah,
you know,
we
we got
missed
it.
it in our first match.
It would only be perfect for this moment. But
Yeah.
Ah, Boots of the Performer by Aaron. They are clown shoes.
Yes.
These clown shoes give you +3 to stealth for up to 1 minute on a successful performance check. Comical taptoeing. Otherwise, I shouldn't be reading the rest of it, aren't I?
I mean, it's fine.
That's what they do. I won't say anything else about it. But I like reach out to these clown shoes and I go,
Great.
great. And I want to. What is this?
That is a statue.
I want to inspect the statue while I'm standing here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, I'll re-roll.
Naked kobold, no whammies. Naked kobold, no whammies.
Seriously.
It's a 9. It's the same thing.
All right. So you can't tell if it's trapped or not, but it is a statue.
It is a statue. Okay.
There are glowing runes on it.
Okay. I'll tell my skeleton to touch it.
So the skeleton. Oh man, I wonder what happens. So the skeleton touches it. Gosh,
they're right about the decoy.
which skeleton was this?
Oh,
That was,
It was the second one. This was the second
This is the
skeleton.
second
first one
skeleton.
was Shambly.
This is-
The second one was the father and
father.
son.
yeah. But this one was sad. His arm is always pointing.
Yeah.
His arm is always.
So
Yeah.
when the skeleton touches it, and for you, it is as if no time has passed. Standing in front of you is what looks to be a dirty peasant man now.
Aw.
He came back to life?
Did it heal him?
What the heck?
Oh my gosh. What?
Brought him back from the dead?
I mean, that's what you see.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I'm like, what's your name? Who are you?
My name is Ocean. Senior.
Ossian, what's the last thing you remember?
Black pudding.
Wow.
Okay.
Am I in the dungeon dome?
Yeah, you're in the dungeon dome. You're in the middle of a dungeon dome match. You were a skeleton.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Stage fright.
I hand him a dagger. like, okay, Ostian.
I mean, he already had a sword, didn't he?
Oh, does he have a sword? Does he
I mean,
did
yeah,
have
I
a
guess
sword.
I've got a sword and a dagger.
I'm like, okay, all right, you got a sword and dagger, Ostian. This is what you need to do, okay? All right. Focus up, Ostian, focus up.
Okay.
All right, Ostian, you need to find a Fae. He's here somewhere. I believe it's a Quickling. And you're gonna go fight that Quickling. This is your time, Ostian.
All right.
This is your time.
All right. He comes down from the tower and
Oh my god, I'm
my
dual
God.
wielding!
It's all you, Ostian. It's all you.
His name's Ossian.
and
That's what I
he
said.
is immediately teleported over here. He is now completely nude. And you can see that up on top of the tower is a small pile of rags that was his clothes with a sword and dagger on top of it.
Was that a
This
trap?
is the worst day of my life!
No. It's all part of the dungeon dome. It's all part of the dungeon dome.
That was the zone of teleportation
Yes.
sent in by Patrick Walker Jr. It is a complicated trap, and all of it,
Wow.
all the description is
Wow.
mechanics. So when he dropped down to this area, he disappeared in a
Teleported.
puff of smoke, a little bit smoke here and a little bit smoke here.
Wow.
He is now nude entirely.
I have a question.
Yes.
So his skeleton is still in the service of hell. Does that mean Ozian
His
is
skeleton is not in the service of hell, it's in the service of the dungeon.
and the dungeon dome? That's true. It was just for me for that moment.
Yeah.
So that's a quick question then. So
Oh, I guess his skeleton might be in the service of hell,
Yeah.
but he's not a skeleton
isn't that a
anymore?
But
skeleton
it's
anymore?
inside him.
It's inside him.
It's really.
It's until he dies, then he'll go. Then his skeleton might go
Yeah.
to. But is he like contractually obligated to work for the dungeon dome now? Like,
Kazoodle's gonna have some words with him after.
Kazuto's like tearing his hair out and like throwing.
This is
back
gonna be a
aside.
lawsuit! This is gonna be a lawsuit!
This is my favorite thing that's ever happened.
Ozian, it's fine. It's fine. It's all the dungeon dome. It's all you, man. It's all you.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Doing?
Can I reach out and
good.
touch the statue too, or have I gone too much?
Your turn has been long. I'm gonna say you touch the statue, and we'll get back to you.
Okay.
in a round.
Okay.
Okay.
After that, you decide to reach out.
Suspense.
And we now let's see. It is now the lady's Disdain's turn.
Oh, great. Wow. I would like to.
I'll explain later.
Okay, so I want to cast a spell. I want to cast command.
Ooh.
Do I still have sight on the Quickling?
I
Otherwise,
would
I can't do
say, yeah, like
'Cause
you
it-
just
you
need to like
mentioned
make
that
a
it was-
5-foot step, or like
Great.
it's not too far for you
Okay.
to move in order to get sight on it.
Okay, great. So I would like to cast freeze.
Okay. Ooh, I love it.
Command freeze.
What is the save DC here?
I think it's just my regular spell DC
what's
save,
your
right?
regular?
13.
13. We've got a 12.
Sorry,
plus-
14. 14.
All right, 12 plus 1 is 14. That's not going to do it. I'm going to spend an inspiration. Ooh, and 3 is also not going to do it. So the Quickling will do its best to follow that command on its next round.
Great. Then in that case, I am going to finish moving my, 20 squares that I have left toward the chest that is in
Alright.
that corner there.
Excellent. You approach the chest, and where did
Reroll for the quick.
Reroll for the quickly.
Oh, hey, hey! right, that's still not going to do it. Didn't get
Man.
above a 12.
Man, meant to be. Totally meant to be.
It's frozen.
You got him good.
Here are your items.
I do it by making eyes at it. I want this one.
Small Benjamin is jealous.
Fuming.
I am jealous.
I open the chest and I find a rubber chicken.
Do you want to read the description of the item?
It's a rubber chicken.
Okay, what does it do?
Do you want me to read the whole thing?
What
Okay.
does it do?
Read it.
Sometimes you just need a rubber chicken. This is for those times.
Who sent that in?
Claudia S.
Claudia, thank you.
I will never forget this, trust me.
Top notch. A+.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Clown shoes and a rubber chicken.
Yeah,
is
and
that
those
kind
were
of match.
like, there's no coordination as far as I know on those
So
things.
I take the rubber chicken and I go, I'm so glad I spent 3 rounds moving to this rubber chicken.
So funny. Belan starts laughing. It's a rubber chicken. What was that gonna do? Nothing. Really.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. I can't move.
Did you maybe try to use your barbarian strength to pick up your feet?
Oh, I guess I could do that. Maybe. I don't know if that'll work.
Just shatters their
Is
feet.
it my turn? It's my turn.
Yeah, it
right?
is your turn.
Great.
Can she still see the quickling? Because of...
Yeah, she's got the beer
Got
goggles.
beer goggles. I can
So
see
long as she is drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Doing the nothing?
Is it like
Can
a dance?
I-
Like what's going on?
Can
I think it's an attempt at a pun.
Can I throw a javelin at it?
Yes, absolutely.
I
You are at
think-
disadvantage.
Because I'm drunk.
Well, the quickling always puts its
It-
opponents at
it's very
disadvantage, but
fast.
also you're drunk. There's a lot going against
I've
you
got-
right now.
Is it a strength check to throw a javelin?
It is.
Because then, as a
it's not-
barbarian, she has advantage on strength check when she's raging.
she's also like probably.
Well, it's
out
not
of
a
range.
strength check.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah, strength check is slightly
It's
different
just
than an
you
ability
use
that
your
uses-
strength to.
yeah.
Got it.
It's
And she would be
also-
using your
It's
dexterity.
also far range.
Yeah.
Got it. Right. Normally
Yeah,
would
is
be
it too
dex.
far? That's
There's
what I'm asking.
no, it's not too far. It's like you're throwing a javelin and you've got disadvantage. It's
Yeah.
fine. There are a lot of things going against it right now. We don't need to codify them because even one of them just confers the same effect.
Okay, so that was a 13, but rolling for disadvantage. That's a 4!
Javelin goes boink.
Oh man, can I roll to see if it hits me?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So
Oh, please.
you didn't want to try to
That's a 10.
use your
Yeah,
barbarian
I
strength?
feel like it hits.
yeah.
What?
Oh!
Ah! Serves you right.
Sorry.
I got you! I got you!
Sorry,
Ah.
she speaks Poniards. I'm sorry.
Everyone Her breath was terrible as her termination. There'd be no living near her. You'd infect the North Star.
Then get out!
At this point, it is now the monster's turn.
Of course it is.
The monster runs directly for the ice cube.
Yes,
And I have
and
to count this
freezes
out.
The
itself.
ice cube.
10,
freezes
15,
itself.
20. All right. So it stands in the ice cube and immediately, with lightning quick speed, shoves ice into its clothing until it is visibly shivering.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Freeze. Oh my god.
I thought about halt, but I went with freeze for theatricality.
And then it starts running down.
oh no. And because I'm an ice dragon.
Yeah, I was like, it's your aesthetic.
It bolts across the water, and you can see explosions of water behind it.
Of course it does.
As it's shivering, now with disadvantage, it readies a dagger and throws it towards Claudish. Now played by
Yeah.
Small Benjamin.
Small Benjamin.
Not gonna make it. It will use an inspiration.
It's because I'm smaller.
Yes. I don't know. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
16 will hit. All right. I am going to forego all damage on this. I think I'll spend the last of this creature's inspiration for this to hit the brick beneath your feet and have you fall down just immediately in front of you.
Okay.
And hit you with this trap that I've
no.
been sitting on the entire game.
Oh
Yes.
no.
You son of a bitch.
I didn't make it! I don't make these things!
So this is given to us by Turnin CP. It's called the Smooch Trap.
Yay!
The trap is a fairly unassuming looking statue of a humanoid form. The only thing that is remarkable about the statue are the heart-shaped gems it has for eyes that glow a variety of alluring colors to draw attention to them.
Like purple.
When someone makes eye contact with the statue, they must make a charisma save.
Oh.
If they fail, they will become drawn to the statue and wish to kiss its face. They move toward the statue at half speed and are allowed to act against anything that stands between them and the statue. However, they grant advantage to anything not under the statue's power. Upon reaching the statue, they may smooch it, and the spell is unbroken.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that statue just crops up right next to you. I just wanted that trap to get out there.
I want to. You look like Small Benjamin.
Yeah.
Right now. So it's going to be Small Benjamin.
Make it a statue.
Out of the statue.
I do want to kiss your face.
They're already drawing up the portraits for the Daily News tomorrow.
You should ready your lips.
I did forget my lip balm.
And now, a compass kiss.
Lame.
With that, we're going to cut back to the Nothing's turn. On the Nothing's turn, you touch this
I do.
statue.
I reach out and I touch it.
And to you, it appears as though all time has stopped. And the statue speaks in many voices. They call out to you, Benjin Direwick. You have touched your flesh to my stone. I can offer you many things, and in return, all I ask is the truth. What do you wish of me?
Dear me, there's a lot suddenly going through Benjin's mind about what he really wants. He takes a moment, he thinks about it, and he speaks in his head to the voice. I want to be free.
Ah, freedom. The dream of many a hellborn knight. Yes, I do see that desire inside you, Benjin Direwick. But I see something else. Not today. And with that, time unfreezes, and you have a movement left. Time unfreezes slowly for you, Benjin. You can see the world around you starting to animate, and the thing first and foremost is that quickling, which is in your line of sight.
Benjin feels his legs he feels them starting to clamp up. He knows that only has a few more moments here. And he sees the slow throw of that dagger. And he has his sword and time is slowed. And he's gonna leap off and attack him.
You feel cracking in your limbs as you do it too.
Cool.
Lifts his sword. I'm gonna do it two-handed as well.
Nice.
Roll this attack for me.
Please hit, because
Please hit.
I want this to end a certain way.
Are you at 5?
It's good stuff.
18,
Nice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
19, 20, so it does it.
All right, so do you have inspiration on you?
I have no inspiration at this time. I have no inspiration.
So here's the
with me.
thing. He is technically doing this at disadvantage. However, if there is someone so kind to donate not only inspiration to Benjin, but also bits to #charity, we will be able to conclude this match in an appropriately dramatic
For
way.
the glory of hell.
It will
For the
end
glory of hell.
with small Benjamin kissing a statue.
100 bits.
That's all we need.
They're thinking.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's 3 bits.
Yay!
Sweet. Can I keep that, or do I need to roll it again?
No, that's it. You keep it.
I keep
Having
it.
the inspiration, you can spend it on canceling out the disadvantage.
Sweet.
Having advantage.
That is your roll.
All right, I'm gonna roll a 1d10 plus 5. Oops, charity. I'm gonna use that inspiration and add a d6 to it. If anybody wants to give me any more before I roll,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
That delay is definitely screwing this up.
yeah.
Guys, the roll's already
All right,
happened.
rolls happened.
It's
All right.
happened.
All right. 4.
4.
Oh wait.
Look at all that.
Four.
There's so many.
Yeah, there we go. Just keep rolling those d6.
Yes!
You can only get 4.
Yep.
So that was 4, 5, 6.
Yes!
16
Plus 5, 21.
16.
plus 5, so 21.
How? So, but before we get there, Benjin, as time is slowly speeding up, forces his stone limbs to move. He can feel pieces of himself break off as he leaps across the waters below down onto this quickling. This thing that has moved so fast it has evaded his sight, that moved so stealthily that he could not see it when he rebuked it with the fires of hell. He now moves faster than it, like a bullet, like an arrow shot straight through the air. His sword cleaves true. How do you strike down the quickling?
So Benjin leaps, and as he leaps, he has the sword in 2 hands, and he's going to bring it down, but then he thinks better of it and flips it around and brings it down to impale this quickling. And the quickling turns, and as time begins to speed up, it comes quicker. And Benjin gets this quickling right in the throat, and the two of them, as he turns, the rest of him begins to turn to stone. He turns to stone in statue form with his sword on it, and they both go into the water
Yes!
and sink to the bottom of the pool as he drives this thing to the bottom. As he goes in, because his arm doesn't turn metal, so his arm continues to burn, and like there's like steam bubbles, like steam rising off of it underneath, and like the water begins to boil in that particular section.
Yeah, we see this gorgeous shot of the steam rippling off the arm as the rest of Benjin's flesh becomes encased in stone, and we can see the lights and confetti falling from the ceiling of the dungeon dome as the match is declared over.
Yay!
As small Benjamin has crawled up on the statue, has its legs wrapped around the waist, and is just furiously making out with this statue.
Where did the little guy
Just
go?
a cat tail curling.
Yeah.
Ozzy's right there.
Yeah, Ozzy's fine. I mean,
Raises his arms.
miraculously.
Praising the sun.
Did the stone continue to be stopped, or am I just over there with like half of my body in stone, drunk?
Yeah, we turn back to Belan, whose like face is left out of the stone, but like an arm encased in stone now, legs encased in stone. Areo, you can see the stone appears to be creeping ever further despite your lay on hands action. You run over to your cousin.
Yeah!
You can see her unsure, like bleary eyes in front of you as you force the rest of your divine energies into her being to push back against the poison. And you see it slow, but horribly. And surely, seconds later, it begins to creep forward again. You're in distress, and you let out a pained cry.
I am absolutely crying, and my cry sounds very much like this. Belan, no!
And
Did we do it? Did we get the thing?
hearing those words, you are snapped instantly, Claudish, out of the spell of this smoochy skeleton statue.
Since the match is over, am I still small Benjamin?
Was it just until the match is over? I feel like you look like small Benjamin until the curse is lifted. Once you're teleported into the locker room, I'm
Okay.
sure that will happen.
Great. I hear the cry.
You hear the cry. You see bubbling water in front of you.
She's upset. I want to see why.
All right. You head.
I will always come to help you.
5 campaigns we've been on together.
I'm sorry. I was making out with a statue when you were doing that. I
Yeah.
didn't see anything.
It's fine.
And so we see here this scene, this tragic scene.
Belan, please give me your eyes. Belan, look at me. Belan,
What's wrong with her?
she's stone.
Just like Benjin.
Yeah, they are definitely both stone right now. I don't know how to fix it.
Well then, I think it's time for us to make a commitment to something.
What? Really? Now is the time?
We're going to save them.
And with that, everyone is teleported out of the dome into the locker rooms. Normally, even the effects of death are reversed once the dome teleports you out. But you look to your partner in the locker room, and in horror, you see that Belan has become fully encased in stone. And similarly, you see not only has Benjin been encased in stone, but parts of him have broken off. And that is where we leave you, stream.
Ah!
Man.
Boy.
Thank you so much for watching. I want to point out that one of the sponsors for the Dungeon Dome is cottonarmor.org. I want to point out that we are playing on a Carolina Games table. It is gorgeous. This is the streamer table designed specifically to show off streams like the one you are watching now. I'd like to point out also that from now until I think the 21st of September, One Shot is currently matching donations made to the IGDN Scholarship for Metatopia. We've done this before. I think it is a great organization and a great cause. For those who don't know, the IGDN, the Independent Game Developers Network, sponsors a handful of game designers from around the world to attend Metatopia, the game design convention in New Jersey.
Cool.
They crowdfund this effort every year, and One Shot is going to be matching donations up to $500 until the 22nd of September. So log on, make a donation. If you do, we will double your money.
What?
So check that out. Please make donations. I think it is a great program. Some fantastic people have gone through it and gone on to great careers in game design. Darcy Ross, one of them. And she's working for Monty Cook now. So please check that out and support them if game design is something you care about. I want to thank everybody who gave bits tonight to the stream.
Thank you.
Those bits not only supported
Bits for
these
love.
wonderful fighters here, but they supported children who are right now struggling against a horrible monster of their own. And I really, really appreciate people generously opening up to help that. With that said, see you next time, heroes.
Next time.
Bye.